Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. Joshana here to talk about some stuff. I have tried filming this video once already and I've kind of adjusted what exactly it is that I want to even say in this video. It's just a discussion that I have had rolling around in my head for a hot minute. And it stems from something that I was talking about on Twitter, which is seeing people comment about their analytics and not getting as many subscribers as they might want or whatever. And that's fine. Of course, we all have goals. This is a hobby for a lot of people. For like 99.9% of us, this is a hobby. We're not making big bucks off of this. We're not making any significant amount of money. We just do it because we love books and we love talking about books and we love the community, the Booktube community. And some people care more than others about analytics. I was saying when I was tweeting that like I feel like I'm a weird person apparently, because it seems like basically everybody cares very much or pays very close attention to their subscriber count and gets like very upset by it. I just don't. And there's no wrong or right way about that. It's just different personalities, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people, I don't know if, correct me if I'm wrong or if this is like insensitive or offensive to say, or just like a gross generalization. But I honestly feel like a lot of people on Booktube, and I'm not a part of any other kind of communities on YouTube, so I don't know, I can't speak for like the beauty community or the gaming community, etc. It seems like quite a few people on Booktube do have some sort of mental health issue, whether it's, you know, more extreme, whatever. There's such stigma with mental health, and that's like a whole other thing. Whether it's something like a disorder, a personality disorder, or social anxiety, or depression, or what have you. And it just seems to me, just again, this is probably a very gross generalization, that a lot of times if people, especially with like anxiety and social anxiety, makes people not really want to like go out in the world, and or depression, it makes you not want to go out in the world. Makes you not want to leave your place, leave your apartment. So I feel like you're just kind of predisposed to liking to read or game, I guess, maybe. I don't know. That might just be a very gross generalization I'm making. But I myself, at any rate, again, personality, different people, different strokes, different folks, right? I don't have any mental health issues. I definitely don't have any social anxiety or anything like that. I'm very extroverted. I'm not introverted. At the very least, I'd say a lot of people on Booktube are introverted. And I'm just not, and I just don't really care about that type of stuff. I don't know. It doesn't make me upset that much, I guess. I care on some level. I am a human being. I'm here as a hobby, but I'm also here because I want to talk to people. I want to talk to you guys and communicate with you. And if nobody was watching my videos, yeah, I'd be like, well, come on, man, what the frick? But I don't pay attention to it that much because it's gonna fluctuate, and I don't want to stress myself out. And it doesn't stress me out that much anyhow. A lot of people aren't gonna like me. And I see a lot of people comment that like, why are people unfollowing or unsubscribing? Like, do they not like me? What do you guys want to see with my content? And I'm just like, I don't really care what everybody else wants to see, but I have the luxury of not being very affected by that type of thing. So that's a whole thing. And again, that's totally fine if you are someone who does care or is affected by it. You're allowed to be affected by it. But sometimes I see people being kind of bitter and like angry about it, I guess. And being bitter about not being one of the popular people or the popular channels. And being like, well, why are they and why am I not? And yada yada, like it's not fair. And again, it's a human reaction, I guess, if you do think something's unfair, to maybe feel a little bitter about it. But at the same time, all this like bitterness, I just don't get it, I guess. I don't understand. And I think this kind of sparked, I've kind of changed the trajectory of this conversation I wanted to have because of this. I'm not going to give him a bunch, I'm not linking to him or anything. He took down the video already. Today, as I'm filming, this guy did his Booktube newbie tag, and it didn't go over well, let's just say. And he just seemed, and I could not refrain from commenting, and I kept it as civil. I was very civil. I was definitely like calling him out and being like, what the hell is your problem? But I wasn't like cussing at him and whatever. I kept it as neutral as I could, but he was just shitting on everybody, shitting on the whole community. It just came off very bitter. And based on some of his responses to other people, I feel like he didn't mean for it to come off that way, but it's like, dude, when you watched it back to edit, how did you not see that it came off that way? And maybe he really just was trying to be nice in the comments, but actually meant for it to. Because he's just shitting on girls who wear too much makeup, people who like YA, and I see that all the time, and I don't understand this, like, well, I'm really annoyed because, oh, YA is so popular, like, all these booktubers talk about YA. And, like, I talk about YA too, but it's like, go watch other channels. There are so many channels. I find them very easily that talk about adult fantasy, adult sci-fi, literary fiction, classics, whatever you want. There are channels out there. And then people are like, well, but I'm just mad. This guy literally was like, I am angry because these other, you know, there are channels that aren't YA, but they're buried beneath the popular YA. Get the fuck over it. And I just see people like, oh, so-and-so became popular more than me. Why? Like, get over it. Who cares? That's life. Things are popular sometimes. And you might not like them, but they're popular because a lot of people like them. That's life. Deal with it. I don't know. Just being so bitter and angry about it and mean-spirited. And I honestly, sometimes I have to check myself because I like cracking jokes. I like being sarcastic as fuck. And especially at work, because the environment I work in, like my coworkers and stuff, we can kind of get going and then just, I'm like, God, I sound bitter and like just mad. I need to stop. You know, I'm just trying to be funny, but like it can go too far very quickly where you don't sound like you're just being funny anymore. Now you sound like you're being a dick or like you're just like this bitter, angry person. And that's not me, so I try to always check myself. But it seems like a lot of people do that, and I don't know if he was trying to be funny, maybe, but it just didn't come off that way. And like I said, I see people sometimes being bitter that XYZ other channel is more popular than theirs, and it's like, there are so many channels that, not so many, but there are plenty of channels that started well after I started, and they have so many more subscribers. Freaking the, you know, Spencer, Common Spence, Chloe, I think hers is Read by Chloe, right? I subscribe to her too. Sophie, Sophisticated, their channels have grown so freaking Chloe has like 10,000 subscribers already, and I'm pretty sure she came on Booktube like last fall, right? Spencer has something crazy, I don't even remember what it is. I want to say it's like close to that though, and he joined in like March or April or something, didn't he? Earlier this year. I've been on for over a year and I don't even have 1,000. But it's just the way it is. They are peppy, energetic, entertaining people. They post consistently. They have good cameras and great backgrounds. And like, it's aesthetically pleasing. And yeah, the girls that wear the caked on makeup like this one particular dude was talking about, like, I don't wear caked on makeup, I put on makeup, but like, I like watching their channels. It's aesthetically pleasing. We're human beings. We're a bunch of little magpies wanting shiny things for the most part. Not everybody. But it's like, that's just the way it is. It's life. I don't know. Whenever I see people being so like bitter and angry and like, woe is me. Like, why are they popular and I'm not? Why is this popular when what I like isn't popular? It's like, just like what you like and let other people like what they like. Get the fuck over it. It just seems like such a miserable way to live, like being so bothered by what other people are doing and so bothered by what other people like or don't like, or that other people like something else more than you or whatever. I don't know. If you feel like bitterness like that, I just urge you to like, let it go, man. Let it go. Of course, we all have our moments. I have moments where I throw myself a pity party about something, you know, when I'm going through a bunch of shit in life, just bullshit after bullshit keeps piling on. I'll have myself a pity party for like a couple days where I'm just like, fuck this, fuck that, and everything sucks. Life is terrible. And then I get over it. I'm like, all right, it's not terrible. It's just terrible right now. It'll pass. It'll be fine. And I don't even think that this is, I was hesitant to talk about it because it kind of started off as I did in this video with like mental health discussion, and I didn't want to make it sound like I was saying people who are like bitter like this. It's not a mental health thing from what I can tell, and just I know lots of people who have mental health issues and they aren't these bitter, angry, miserable people. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the issue. The issue is not mental health. It's just being like a jerk. I feel like a lot of it stems from an insecurity of not wanting to admit that, like, sometimes people just don't like you as much as they like other people. That's just how it is. I know there's plenty of people I have met, I'm gonna meet, who maybe even meet me one time, see my video one time, and are like, no, her voice is annoying, her face is annoying, I hate what she reads, I hate what she does, I hate how she talks, I don't like that she swears, I don't think she's funny, whatever. And they're not gonna wanna keep watching my videos. If they meet me in person, they're not gonna wanna talk to me ever again. And that's life, that's gonna happen. And I'm not gonna be like bitter and like feisty about that. So many other things that are more worth my like emotional, mental effort to get like upset and feisty about. And I think sometimes, and especially for like this guy that posted this video, I don't know if it's like ooh, I'm trying to be edgy. Look how edgy I am. I'm talking all this shit. And it's like, it's just not a good look, especially when you're first joining a community, to just jump right in and be like, look how edgy I am. Everything's shit in this community. Like, okay, like I'm here to shake things up. No, you're just being a jerk. If your point is to be a different voice, then just be that different voice. You don't have to shit on everyone else to do that. I feel like I'm not exactly being cohesive and saying exactly what I want to say, but yeah, it's just something that's been on my mind in general, just like this bitterness and like jealousy, this bitterness regarding jealousy and just being miserable and mean-spirited. Just why? Don't do that. Why be mean? Don't be mean, don't be an ass. Don't be like, ooh, I'm so edgy, throwing shade at everybody, like, for no fucking reason. Stop. Okay, that's all. Just a rant. I don't know. I don't know if I even said anything that needed to be said. I needed to get it out myself. And definitely don't ever let anyone make you feel shitty if you are one of these more popular channels, or your channel grew quite a bit in a short amount of time and faster than other people's. Don't let anybody make you feel shitty about it, okay? Or let anybody take it away from you and be like, oh, it's only because this. It's because of your personality. It's because of the quality of your videos. It's because of the consistency of your videos. It's because you're likable, okay? It's fine. It is okay that you are likable. Don't let people make you feel shitty about it. Pisses me off. They're just insecure and feeling some type of way about themselves. All right, I'm done. I need to stop and get to my other videos now. Calm down. I didn't even get that hyphy. I get a little hyphy sometimes. I'm good right now. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap down below. Links for social media, my Twitter, my Bookstagram, etc. As always, thank you for your time, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.